Good day everyone, I am Fabrus Yaun, and for today's activity is I am going to discuss philosophy and values in music education. So when we say philosophy of music education, so it refers to the value of music, the value of teaching music, and how to practically utilize those values in the music classroom. So let's proceed. So what is music? So when we say music, it is the art of sound and tone, expressing ideas and emotions in significant forms through the elements of melody, harmony, and color. So in other words, music is a collection of coordinated sound or sounds. So next, so music has intrinsic and instrument value in and of itself. So music is critical to human development and to creative thought. Music can also be used to present ideas and build concepts, teach or persuade, entertain, design, plan, beautify, and create. Music plays a valued role in creating cultures and building civilizations. Music awakens children to folk arts and their influence on their own lives and the lives of others. So the next to be tackled is all about the guiding principles of philosophy in music education. So the first principle is promotes core ethical values as the basis of good character. So it means that character education holds that widely shared, pivotally important core ethical values such as caring, honesty, fairness, responsibility, and respect for self and others. So the next principle is defines character comprehensively to include thinking, feeling, and behavior. So it means that good character involves understanding, caring about, and acting upon core ethical values. Third principle is uses comprehensive, intentional, proactive, and effective approach to character development. So this means that schools committed to character development of themselves through a moral lens to assess how virtually everything that goes on or in school affects the character of students. So a comprehensive approach uses all aspects of schooling as opportunities for character development. This includes what is sometimes called the hidden curriculum, for example, school ceremonies and procedures, the teacher's example, students' relationship with teachers, other school staff, and each other. So that is the principle. The third principle, So the fourth principle is creates a caring school community. So this means that a school committed to character strives to become a microcosm of civil, caring, and just society. So it does things by creating a community that helps all its members from caring. So the fifth principle is provides students with opportunities for moral action. To develop good character, they need many and varied opportunities to apply values such as compassion, responsibility, and fairness in everyday interactions and discussions, as well as through community service. So the sixth principle includes a meaningful and challenging academic curriculum that respects all learners, develops their character, and helps them to succeed. The seventh principle is strives to foster students' self-motivation. So this character is often defined as doing the right thing when no one else is looking. So this is the best underlying ethical reason for following rules. For example, as respect for the rights and needs of others, not fear of punishment or desire for a reward. The next principle engages the school staff as a learning and moral community that shares responsibility for character education and attempts to adhere to the same core values that guide the education of students. So the ninth principle fosters shared moral leadership and long-range support of the character education initiative. So the 10th principle engages families and community members as partners in the character building effort. So the schools that reach out to families and include them in character building efforts greatly enhance their chances for success with students. So the last principle is evaluates the character of the school staff's functioning as character educators, and the extent to which students manifest good character. Effective character education must include an effort to assess progress. So since we are done with the principles, so let's talk about the importance of music to education and teaching. So music can improve our language capabilities, better cognitive abilities, better math skills, and better test scores. It also helps us to inspire creativity, refined hand-eye coordination, better memory, encourage teamwork, and relieve stress. Also, it develops our social skills, instill perseverance, bring about a sense of achievement, and learn on how an enviable life skill. So that's the importance of music to education and teaching. So let's proceed to the scope and sequence of music in grades 1 to 6. So we know that all skills developed at each grade level considered to be going and cumulative. So in grade 1, students will sing simple songs, reproduce the tonic pitch, example, resting tone, and melodies. In grade 2, the students sing expressively with appropriate dynamics and interpretation. They can also sing from memory songs representing genres and styles from diverse culture. Grade 3, they sing the two-part sounds and sing a simple song intervals or so, mi, la, do, and re. In grade 4, they sing a partner song or sing expressively with proper phrasing. In grade 5, they are going to sing music in two-part harmony or sing a three-part sounds. Then in grade 6, they sing in music in two and possibly three-part harmony or sing a blending vocal timbre or matching dynamic levels and responding to the cues of a conductor. So in content standard 2, the students will play. So the grade 1 will reproduce patterns on pitch and unpitched instruments. The grade 2 will perform simple melodies, and the grade 3 will perform simple melodies on the recorder or perform rounds on pitch or unpitched instrument. And in the grade 4, the students will perform with appropriate dynamics and timbre while maintaining a steady tempo. So in grade 4, the students will have the opportunity to study a string, wind, or percussion instruments, and may have the opportunity and ensemble with an emphasis on these 6 skills. So in grade 5, the students will perform independent instrumental parts while the others sing or play contrasting parts. So the students in grade 5 will have the opportunity to study a string, wind, or percussion instrument. So in grade 6, the students will perform accurately and independently, alone and in small or large ensembles, with good posture, good playing position, breath, bow or stick control. In content standard number 3, students will improvise or compose melodies, variations, and accompaniments. So the grade 1 will improvise simple rhythmic vocally, instrumentally, or kinesthetically based on familiar verbal, rhythmic, or melodic. So just like in grade 1, grade 2 will improvise simple melodic phrases vocally, instrumentally, and kinesthetically based on their familiar verbal, rhythmic, or melodic material. In grade 5, they will compose simple melodies within specified guidelines. In grade 6, they may have an opportunity to improvise in an ensemble setting. In content standard 4, students will read and note music. So the grade 1 will read and perform salvage, so, mi, la, and an rhythmic symbol like quarter notes, 2/8 notes, and quarter rest. In grade 2, they will read and perform solfege syllable like add and do, and in rhythmic syllable add half notes and half rest, or in standard notation. In grade 3, they will read and perform solfege syllables like add, re, and rhythmic syllables like add whole notes, whole rest, dotted half notes, dotted half rest, or in standard notation. In grade 4 also, they will read and perform solfege syllables add, low, la, and low, sol, and in rhythmic symbols add dotted rhythms, 8 rest in standard notation. In grade 5, they will read and perform all solfege syllables, and in grade 6, they will explain, read, and perform standard notation syllables for pitch, rhythm, dynamics, tempo, articulation, and expression. In content standard number 5, students will listen to, describe, and analyze music. So grade 1 will recognize musical phrases that are similar or different. In grade 2, they will recognize the timbre of orchestral instruments that are same or similar and different. In grade 3, they will identify the basic elements of form in songs like ABBA, verse, and refrain. In grade 4, they will recognize theme and variation, while in grade 5, they will recognize rondo form. In grade 6, they will identify styles and forms of pieces being performed. So now let's proceed to the content standard number 6, wherein the students will evaluate music and music performances. So in grade 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, they will monitor a composition or performance using provided criteria.